So this was the night of 15th of August. It was like a big nightmare for me and her husband.
Following the delivery, the patient started bleeding profusely.
These are the kind of patients that when I've seen in the past, these are the kind of patients that do not survive.
Ako po si Janeth, 33 taong gulang. Mag-8 years na ako sa Abu Dhabi, taga Bohol, Philippines po kami. Kami mag-asawa, inaantay namin yung baby, mag 4 years. Thanks God, dumating, binigyan pa kami ng biyaya.
Ako po si Jose. Mag-isang taon pa lang po ako dito sa Abu Dhabi. Kasi nung panahon na dito siya, ako naman na nagtrabaho dito sa Pinas. Tapos, kasi yung pangarap po namin na magbiyayaan po ng isang anak na bilang mag-asawa. Kaya nag-desisyon ako sa sarili ko na give up ko yung trabaho ko sa Pinas para masamahan ko po siya dito sa Abu Dhabi. Nagpasalamat kami sa Panginoon na maaga niya binigay. Kaya malaking blessing po sa aming mag-asawa. Malaking kasiyahan namin mag-asawa na binigyan kami ng isang batang malusog.
I'm Dr. Pooja Vaswani. I'm working as a specialist in Universal Hospital, Abu Dhabi. Janeth Bacsan was following up with me for her first pregnancy, right from the beginning of her pregnancy. During her antenatal checkups, until the time she went into labor, she had no risk factors. The labor process was quite normal, except that it was a bit prolonged labor for her. Until the delivery, everything seemed okay. But immediately after delivery, she started bleeding heavily. And in about an hour's time, her BP was very low. Her pulse was not felt. It was like a nightmare for everyone.
Hello. Ahmed Abdul Haq is my name. I'm a consultant gynecologist and the head of Department of Obstetrics and Gynecology at Universal Hospital in Abu Dhabi. All initial measures were taken, but without real improvement. I was called for help, and in most healthcare facilities, the next step would be to carry out an open surgical procedure to try to control the bleeding uterus. With the expertise of our consultant interventional radiologist, Dr. Shah, the uterine artery embolization was carried out successfully.
My name is Dr. Hassan Haidershaw. I'm a interventional radiologist and a neuro-interventional radiologist and also interventional pain specialist. I've been working here now at the Universal Hospital for about 2 years, and then I got a call, I think it was around 11ish at night, from Dr. Pooja, saying that she had a recently postpartum patient, so somebody who had just delivered and was having significant bleeding. So I got to the hospital and we got the patient down from the labor and delivery room and brought her down to the cath lab. So immediately the patient was in very bad condition. The patient was very pale, diaphoretic, her blood pressure was very low. She was intubated this time by the anesthesiologist as a precautionary maneuver if she could not protect her airway and became unconscious. So they had got her intubated at that time. But she was in very bad condition, very tachycardic, very hypotensive, and really going into shock. These are the kind of patients that when I've seen in the past, these are the kind of patients that do not survive sometimes if their bleeding continues. And she had lost a significant amount of blood at that time and her hemoglobin had dropped quite precipitously. And even though I would say there was some heroic maneuvers from the team that was available, Dr. Pooja was trying many maneuvers to kind of control the bleeding, along with the Dr. Abdul Haq. The anesthesiologists were trying to increase her blood products and fluid so that she could maintain her blood pressure and not go into full shock in something called DIC. And there was some indications that this patient was going into an early form of DIC. And so the anesthesiologists were replacing fluids and replacing blood products. And at that time I said, listen, we need to get her on the table immediately and start the embolization procedure.
Yung nag-start yung bleeding, napagod na ako kasi lumalaglag na talaga yung legs ko. Parang narinig ko na kailangan niyang permahan yung some papers. So naisip ko parang may something na nangyayari sa akin kasi bakit papermahin siya ng something na paper. Yun yung last na ano ko, yun yung last na naalala ko.
Tinawag na yung mga doktor dito sa ano, na narinig ko yung mga yung sa parang sa information, yung announcement ng ano nangyari sa asawa ko. Yung kasi yung ate niya medyo umiyak na eh. Ako hindi ako dasal ako ng dasal. Hindi na ako nakipag-argumento eh. Ang sa akin masibo yung asawa ko na gagawin niya na yung nararapat na kung anong nakakabuti, kung paano masave yung asawa ko, makontrol yung bleeding, yung iniisip ko. Basta pinirmahan ko yung wala akong.
Janeth is very dear to me because I have been seeing her for all 9 months. So it was not just a patient and doctor relationship, it was like an emotional bonding with her. I could not really think Janeth in that situation when I have seen her so lively and so happy throughout her pregnancy, always trusting me very well and letting me take the decisions for her. So it was like a big nightmare for me. And her husband, yes, of course, he was very supportive and he was all the time, he kept saying, Doctor, I trust you. You do your best.
And this is a serious situation I've seen at other hospitals in the UAE, and a lot of the hospitals now, they don't have an interventional radiologist who can do emergency embolization for these kind of emergency procedures. And this is one thing that Universal Hospital and I think the managing director, Dr. Shabir, has kind of stressed that if we're going to have a labor and delivery unit, we're going to have all aspects of that labor and delivery unit, and we're going to have all the backups that we need in case anything does happen where the case becomes very complicated and we need to do some heroic or extraordinary measures. And we have that facility available to patients.
The procedure was a complete success, and a drastic hysterectomy was avoided with sound clinical judgment and a swift action of a dedicated team of experts from all departments.
Throughout the period of night and in initial 24 hours, she received 10 units of blood. Thankfully, at the end of 24 hours, she was out of danger and she was doing better. I really appreciated Janeth and her husband, who were all the time very trustworthy, and all the time they said, yes doctor, we believe you. You carry on what you're doing. We trust you. We know you're doing your best. And probably that was one of the driving force for me to carry on with her management. Though I was really shaken emotionally because I know Janeth for a long time.
Tapos nung nakita ko siya na medyo mahina pero gising siya, kabado ako kasi hindi ako sanay na nakikita yung mga ganun na.
Sa awa ng Diyos naman kinabukasan, ayun, nagising naman ako, nagising ako. Si Dr. Fuja, nakita ko sa ng pagkagising ko. Tsaka yung nurse na tumulong talaga sa akin at nakaasikaso. Sobrang salamat talaga sa kanila kasi ang hirap, pero yun nga, sa tulong nila, ayun, naka-recover ako ng maayos. At tsaka ito na ako ngayon, nakangiti na, happy na.
Nausap niya ako na napaka swerte nga raw na nalusot na yung asawa ko na kasi usually sa ganun daw na sitwasyon, sa dami ng dugo na sinali ng katawan niya, yung talagang dinugtungan yung buhay niya. Kasi hindi na ang iba na expectation talaga yung pag ganun, yung ganun na critical nga raw ang nangyari talaga sa kanya. Pero mabilis siya naka-recover, nagising siya eh. Nakausap pa niya ako, kilala niya ako.
Nakita ko siya, siguro ano na ako noon, mga 4 days na sa ICU. Baby girl. Janelle K, yung baby.
Madalas akong pinipicture ko yung baby doon sa pag tuwing pupunta ako sa doon sa may nursery room. Yan ako doon, pinicturean ko. Tapos pag may picture naman ako, pinapakita ko sa kanya. Sabi ko na, ito si baby oh. Yun, yung nakikita na aninag yung mukha niya na yung pang sumisigla.
Si Dr. Fuja talaga hindi ako pinabayaan every now and then, kahit puyat, nakikita ko talaga sa mukha niya na alam mo yung talaga yung hindi walang tulog.
Labas na sa niya, pero
Labas na sa duty niya talaga.
pero pag yung kailangan namin yung doktor, pag ito namin, hindi kami hinihindihan niya. Sige, gagawa ko ng paraan. Ganun ang talaga niya sa amin. Kaya pasalamat.
Malaking support ni Doktor sa amin.
Janeth stayed in intensive care for about 4 days, after which she was in the ward, and 7 days after her admission, she was discharged from the hospital in a healthy condition. And her baby was doing very well. She was all the time smiling, all the time thanking God and thanking the hospital. And that is one thing which I really liked about her, is that she was very, very positive. Even the nurses in the intensive care unit, they kept saying, "Doctor, your patient is so positive in her attitude." Right from the time she had her consciousness, she kept telling, "I will be fine, doctor, don't worry." So this is the kind of positive attitude which all of us appreciated, and probably that was one attitude which also helped her in getting towards her betterment.
Hanggang naman ngayon, kahit naka-recover na ako, nandun pa rin yung communication namin ni Dr. Fuja, yung parang kumusta ako. So, super happy. Sa lahat na nangyari, yun, may blessing na binigay si Bibi. So parang wala na yung, ayan mo na yung nakaraan. Siguro story na nga lang ng buhay namin, nabigay ko ko sa kanya. Pero at least nakasurvive. Sa tulong ng mga doktor ng Universal.
Pasalamat ako sa Universal na meron na yung mga doktor na maganda pag nila.
Pagkasikaso.
Pagkasikaso. Hindi sila yung yung tipong yung planahan na hands-on talaga sila sa pasyente. Yung nasa critical ka kasi kailangan na sila mahal.
We're proud of the management of this case, which meets and exceeds the highest international standards of care.
I saw her again after 1 week from the time of discharge, and I felt, is she the same who was almost, I was fearing like what is going to happen to her, and probably I may not be able to revive her. But after a week's time, she was so full of life, so positive, so thankful. That is Janeth Bacsan. I must appreciate and I must thank Janeth for giving me that positivity, for sharing that positivity towards her management. Me as a physician and she, from the perspective of her own health, shared a positive attitude, and that is when we developed and strengthened our bond, not just as patient and doctor, but as friends.
Kay Dr. Fuja, gusto ko lang magpasalamat talaga sa kanya sa mga advices, sa mga tinuturo niya sa akin. Hindi lang naman kasi tinuturo niya akong pasyente. Parang na kami, parang close na family. Parang ganun. Kasi naramdaman ko naman talaga na parang hindi na siya iba sa akin. Yung parang, siguro older lang siguro. Older sister kahit doctor siya. So parang yung closeness namin of yung yung attached sa kanya. So ang gaan sa pakiramdam. So thank you doctor sa first at saka the end first trimester, second, third, andun ka sumusuporta sa akin. So, God bless, Doctor, and yun, love you.
Masabi ko naman sa kay Dr. Tuda. Dok, salamat sa pag-alaga ng asawa ko. Simulang sinick up ka dito sa Universal. Saka hanggang sa naging tininuwa ko yung baby na ikaw nakaalalay. Hindi ka bumitaw sa amin na mag-asawa na tulungan mo kayo. Tulungan yung hanggang makarecover yung asawa. Kaya, God bless sa'yo, Doc. Alam ko na marami ka pang buhay na masisir kung sakaling mayroong nang dumating na. Kaya, God bless ka, Doc. Maraming salamat.